no matter how bad it may seem, I don't think we'll ever come close to that first Mario movie. Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on this video. My name is Chris, and there's finally been an update on the Super Mario Bros. Movie coming out very soon. Actually, not that soon at all. The release date for this thing is in 2022. Still, though, we have an update to keep us satisfied until that long-awaited time. Who knows how many Mario games we'll have until then. So be sure you guys are leaving a like for a Super Mario's Bro movie that hopefully won't suck, and comment down below what you think of this new news. So to get you completely up to date, if you haven't heard, Super Mario Bros. Is getting an animated 3D movie. I know, a lot of us would hope that this would be live action or somehow redeem itself from what was that live action Super Mario Bros. Movie. But I think that film was so bad that it's killed any live action interpretation of Mario ever, so much so that Nintendo decided to partner up with Illumination Studios to bring us a 3D animated Super Mario Bros. Film. And right there, you can just hear the screeching of the tires because Illumination is sort of a mixed bag. When it comes to animated studios, there's some that we heavily trust and others that we're like, we'll see what happens. So far, Sony has the worst track record of them all, and don't even ask me about Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. That is their one exception that won them an Oscar, but every other movie they have made ended up straight to the dog pile, okay? The Emoji Movie, the Storks Movie, Smurfs, need I say more? Of course, you have your high gold-tiered standards like your Pixar or your Disney studio, and then you have your in-betweens, sort of like your DreamWorks who gave us Shrek, and you have Illumination. I'll admit I liked Me the First Despicable Me, I even liked Me the Grinch movie, but other than that, I only found enjoyment out of the Pets movies, just maybe because I have a pet. And their animation style isn't also something I absolutely love. I like the detailing in them, very beautiful to look at. But I gotta admit, the studio that gave us the Minions movie and has the Minions as their mascot, you can't beat Pixar's jumping lamp on the logo. Instead, you give us the Minions doing a cappella. This project already has a lot of fans out there worried that this could turn into another mess. But thanks to the news of today, there is hope in the sun for all of us, my Mario Bros. The reason a lot of Mario fans are out there cheering right now is because we have found out that the story or the material that the movie will pull from to make this film comes from the Super Mario Adventure comic series. If you're unfamiliar with this series as a Super Mario fan, that's fine. It was a comic book strip that would come out in the Nintendo Power magazine. You would get a new issue every time with the magazine, and it is by far the most beloved piece of Mario entertainment that isn't video game form. I've read quite a few, and my dad wasn't able to get all the Nintendo Power magazines back then, but the ones I was able to get, those were some of the funnest parts of flipping through the magazine because it was very interesting, detailed look into the characters. I don't want to spoil what happens in it just so you guys can get some enjoyment out of it. Through doing some research before making this video, I found out that they put all the comic books into their own graphic novel, so you might want to go ahead and pick that up if you're interested about this Super Mario animated movie. But to give you some highlights of what to expect, it's Princess Peach being captured by Bowser, taken up to the castle. Mario and Luigi team up to save her. Obvious that if you make another movie, that's kind of the route you go in. I mean, we've had hundreds of Mario games, and that's still the route they go in. But it's the adventure that takes place and the way they dissect these characters that makes it a lot of fun. Mario in this comic book series is almost like a Captain America, where he's just invincible, he is heroic, he knows exactly what to do. Luigi comes off playing your stereotypical scared little brother, but he sort of becomes like the comedic relief and has a lot of the funniest lines in the series, whether intentionally or unintentionally. And probably the part that made them the most happy about this series that I was like, yes, this makes sense. Princess Peach in this comic run is not only a damsel in distress, she goes on and fights Bowser himself. At one point in the series, Mario gets captured and Princess Peach has to go save him. She commands her army of toads. There's even a full-on scene where there's fire in her eyes. Mario and Bowser have a rap battle. They even do a little bit of fourth wall breaking. This series actually has a lot going on for it, and if they are pulling from it, Yo, this movie's got me very, very interested. Because one, I'm very scared of how they're going to make these Mario Bro characters end up looking like. If you look at some of the animation, like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of it. It's very slender, down, odd-shaped looking characters. The detail on them is great, but I'm curious to how they're going to craft this Mario world and how they're going to bring to life Goombas and Toads and the castle. Just thinking about the environment and how it could look like. As me as a Mario fan, pretty excited. It just really sucks that this project will not be seeing the light of day until 2022. And that's mainly because animation projects do just take forever to make. I mean, it's 3 years minimum from start to finish. But I'm also left curious if they'll integrate other famous things with the Mario character into this movie. Like, I know it seems kind of crazy, but one of the most famous games of Mario is like the Mario Kart or some of the Mario sports games. Could Mario maybe, to win Princess Peach back, he has to challenge Bowser to a series of games, and then we have a segment of the movie where he's racing him, where he plays baseball with him, where he plays basketball. I don't know, something to integrate the games into your storytelling, because it can't just be as simple as Mario has to save the princess. And even now, knowing that it's going to follow this comic run, the princess ain't going to be a damsel in distress for long. She's going to be her own independent woman, which is kind of the way the standard of things go nowadays in Hollywood, which is fine. Either way, I'm extremely excited. Make sure you put Waluigi in there, put Wario, put some Yoshi. I'm looking at the positive side of this project now, because with Illumination attached, I was worried, but now it seems they're on the right track to make fans happy. Because last thing I'll say is, on here it did say that Sony was the first one to have Mario, and they were going to make the movie, but Sony and Nintendo could not come to an agreement for what the story should be. And for the studio that gave us the Emoji Movie, I ain't surprised. So at least Nintendo has some control of like, hey, if you're gonna do our movie and our character right, you ain't gonna burn us like that live action interpretation. So let me know what you guys think down below of this Mario movie and the material they're taking into account for the film. Also, be sure to like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at 3C Film Review. As always, I'm Chris. Take care.